Oh dear, oh dear, I'm late. Better late than never. Yesterday, I wasn't here at all because I had an appointment. You have to forgive me for being late. I'm an asthmatic, and lately, it's been a bit difficult with the change of season approaching. I usually have some kind of reaction. So bear with me if I'm not always on time. What I am sharing with you is a table full of some of my other favorite books authored by women. We'll start here. The House on Mango Street by Sandra Cisneros. Toni Morrison's The Bluest Eye. Ntozake Shange's Sassafras, Cypress, and Indigo. Alice Walker's We Are the Ones We Have Been Waiting For. Nikki Giovanni's Ego Tripping. Harlem Redo, Persia Walker. Zora Neale Hurston, Dust Tracks on a Road. Also Zora Neale Hurston, Their Eyes Were Watching God. Dr. Maya Angelou, A Song Flung Up to Heaven. Poems of Dr. Maya Angelou. Just give me a cool drink of water before I die. Oh, pray my wings are gonna fit me well. And the last one, And Still I Rise. Dr. Maya Angelou's book, The Heart of a Woman. Her very first book, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. And Gloria Naylor's The Women of Brewster Place. I'm going to clear off some space so I can read to you today. But before I begin my book, you know what I must do. It's what I always do. Oh, I forgot to show you this one. Whoopi Goldberg's book, The Unqualified Hostess. That's another one I like. Before I begin, time to take my temperature. I told you I haven't been feeling well. And look, I have a fever, so I'm staying in the house today. I was planning to go out, but 99.1 is high for me, so I'm staying in. This book is one that I love. It's written in the style of a book of poetry, but it tells a story. So I'm going to call it a story tree. I just made up a word. Meet Denitra Brown. Story by Nikki Grimes. Illustrated by Floyd Cooper. Take a look. I'm going to share this with you. Denitra Brown and I share the same favorite color. That's all I'm going to say. Uh-oh, I just knocked down a couple of books. Meet Denitra Brown. Let's take a look at the artwork. It'll give you an idea where this story may possibly take place. Does it look familiar to you? And now we'll look at the dedications. For my sister Carol, an original character, if ever there was one. And for Deborah Jackson White, who taught me a thing or two about friendship. NG, that's the author. For Erica FC, that's the illustrator. I'm going to take a sip of my sparkling water because when my asthma is acting up, I need to stay hydrated. See, sparkling water. Hold on a second, please. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, let's turn the page. Take a look at the picture. You ought to meet Denitra Brown. That's the name of this poem. And I will read it. You ought to meet Denitra Brown, the most splendiferous girl in town. I ought to know. She's not afraid to take a dare. If something's hard, she doesn't care. She'll try her best, no matter what. She doesn't mind what people say. She always does things her own way. Her spirit's old, my mom once said. I only know I like her best, 'cause she sticks out from all the rest. She's only she, Denitra Brown. Jump rope rhyme. Take a look at the picture. Could this be your neighborhood? I know growing up, it could have certainly been mine. Jump rope rhyme. Zuri Jackson. That's my name. Count to 3. It's still the same. Turn the rope and watch me spin. Quick, Denitra, jump on in. Coke Bottle Brown. Dumb old Freddie Watson called my friend Coke Bottle Brown. So what if her bifocals are big and thick and round? Pay him no mind, Zuri, is what Denitra said. Then hands on hips. She turned away and lifted up her head. Me, Denitra Brown? I've got no time for Freddie's mess. Let him call me silly names, 'cause I could not care less. Can't waste my time on some boy who thinks it's funny being mean. Got books to read and hills to climb that Freddie's never seen. Then dumb old Freddie Watson called me toothpick legs and spit. I stared him down and balled my fist and said, okay, that's it. But suddenly I thought about the words Denitra said. I rolled my eyes and grabbed my books and turned away instead. Purple. Once you've met my friend Danitra, you can spot her miles away. She's the only girl around here who wears purple every day. Whether summer's almost over or spring rains are pouring down, if you see a girl in purple, it must be Denitra Brown. Purple socks and jeans and sneakers, purple ribbons for her hair, purple shirts and slacks and sweaters, even purple underwear. Purple dresses, shorts, and sandals, purple coat and purple gloves. There's just no mistake about it. Purple's what Denitra loves. Purple is okay, I guess. I have worn it once or twice. But there's nothing wrong with yellow. Red and blue are also nice. So one day I asked Denitra if once in a while, for fun, she would wear another color just to surprise everyone. But her mom has told her stories about queens in Timbuktu, and it seems they all were purple, never red or green or blue. Now she might just be a princess. After all, who's to say? So just in case, she'll dress in purple each and every day. Ladies of the house. Denitra's mom had a cold the other day. Denitra couldn't even come outside and play. She had to cook and clean, is what Denitra said. Gotta take care of things while my mom's in bed. So I kept Denitra company, 'cause that's what friends are for. We washed up the dishes and we swept the kitchen floor. We took soup to her mom. I was as quiet as a mouse. It was serious work. We were the ladies of the house. Culture. Mom says I need culture, whatever that means. Then she irons some dumb dress, makes me take off my jeans, drags me to the theater for some stupid show. Turns out to be fun, but don't let her know. Next day I tell Denitra what the play was all about. Then we go to her bedroom and act it all out. We play all the parts and pretend that we're stars, like the ones that step out of those long, shiny cars. Then Denitra starts dancing while I sing the main song, and she promises that the next time she'll come along. We decide we like culture, whatever that means, but we both think that culture goes better with jeans. Oh, excuse me. Time for me to take another sip. Hold on, please. Take a look at the picture. Oh, thank you. Mom and me only. Some kids at school have a mom and a dad. I've got mom and me only. On parents' night, it makes me mad that it's mom and me only. You've got it good, Denitra says, when I am sad. Your mama loves you twice as much. Is that so bad? Denitra knows just what to say to make me glad. With her around, I'm never lonely. Sweet blackberry. Denitra says my skin's like double chocolate fudge because I'm so dark. The kids at school say it another way. You so black, girl, they say. At night, people might think you ain't nothing but a piece of sky. I never cry, but inside, there's a hurting place. I make sure no one sees it on my face. Their mama tells me, next time, honey, you just say, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Now that's just what I do. I sure wish I had told them that before. Those kids don't bother teasing me no more. The secret. The secret. Denitra scared of pigeons. I promised not to tell. Then I opened my big mouth and out the secret fell. I tried to shove it right back in. Oh, it was much too late. I told her I was sorry, but Denitra didn't wait. What kind of friend are you? She yelled before she stomped away. She wouldn't hardly say a word to me the whole next day. She finally forgave me, but not until I swore to never, ever give away a secret anymore. Summertime sharing. Denitra sits hunched on the stoop and pouts. I ask her, what is there to pout about? Nothing much, she says to me. But then I see her eyes following the ice cream man. I shove my hand into my pocket and find the change there where I left it. Be right back, I yell, running down the street. Me and my 2 fast feet are there and back in just 2 shakes. Denitra breaks the popsicle in half. I'm sorry, that's not what it says. It says, Denitra breaks the popsicle in 2 and gives me half. The purple ice trickles down her chin, and I start to laugh. Her teeth flash one humongous grin, telling me she's glad I'm her friend without even saying a word. Bike crazy. Watch me and Denitra biking down the street. Whee! Round the corner. There go Denitra's feet, right off the pedals, arm thrown up to the sky. Me, I laugh and yell, fly, Denitra, fly! Stories to tell. Denitra says she's going to win the Nobel Prize, and I can tell by looking in her eyes how much she means it. I see her writing rhymes and stories in a book. She slips a page to me and lets me look, like it's our secret. She writes about our friends, our neighborhood, and me, the places that we'll go, and what we'll be when we grow up. Some teachers say Denitra's rhymes are wrong because some of her lines are extra long. I think they're perfect. If Denitra says she's going to win the Nobel Prize, I double dare anyone to roll his eyes. I know she'll do it. New beginnings. A new girl moved in down the street. I said hello and told her that she smiled like someone I know. I told her and that she ought to meet Denitra Brown, the greatest, most splendiferous girl in town. That's the end of the story. I'll give you a little bit about the author and the illustrator because we've never visited with this author's writing or this illustrator's work. So I'll give you a little mini biography. Nikki Grimes most frequently describes herself as an artist rather than a writer with interests ranging from music and theater to photography and handcrafts. Nikki is the author of more than a dozen books for children and calls writing her first love and poetry her greatest pleasure. She lives in San Pedro, California. Floyd Cooper can't remember when he didn't love to draw. My earliest recollection, he says, was getting a piece of sheetrock and drawing this nice, big, sprawling picture of a duck on the side of our house. Floyd went on to study art on full scholarship at the University of Oklahoma. After graduating, he worked as a freelance commercial artist before he illustrated his first children's book in 1988. Floyd makes his home in Parlin, New Jersey. Okay, you've heard the story. I'll even give you some other books published by Mulberry. This particular one you just heard is an ALA notable book and a Coretta Scott King Award honor book. Other books published by Mulberry are Bugs, Exactly the Opposite, Galimoto. I love Galimoto. If I can find my copy of that for you, I will read it. Or if somebody would like to make a contribution to $LJE2 at Cash App, I will buy it. All donations will go towards adding more books for Nap Time Story Time. Jump Frog Jump, I have that somewhere too. On Market Street, The Puppy Who Wanted a Boy, The Story of Santa Claus, What's Under the Bed. If you see a title here you'd like me to read, don't forget, send it to $LJE2 with your Cash App donation, and in the memo, write the name of the book. Okay, I'm done. Because I had a slight fever today, I'm going to drink some more of my sparkling seltzer water, and you're going to go take your nap.